Why, hello everyone, welcome back to PlayFrame and to Subnautica, and to our little hamster tube of a base. Someday we will have real rooms like a real subnaut would have, but for now, hamster tube. Anyway, I'm pleased to say that I've been somewhat productive over the weekend, and I would like to catch you up on everything I've done. Now, fear not, I've not gone building a bunch onto our base or, creating new tools or anything that we've not seen yet. I figured I should do that on camera. Y'all want to see that. But I did go wandering around outside in various places that we have explored and been before, just grabbing up a whole lot of basic materials and components. Stuff like titanium, copper, salt, just all the kinds of materials and things that we have encountered so far. I tried to stock up a bunch. Additionally, as you can see, I've built up some more storage, more lockers in which to contain these things. Many more of them. And I've tried to start making things a little bit more organized, as you can see, because the previous situation was untenable and was only going to get worse the more stuff we found. So I have organized things a little bit better. I'm sure it could be improved considerably beyond this, but compared to where we were previously, this is much better. So lots of titanium, as you can see. Not a lot of anything. Lots of other cheaper minerals like quartz and copper and salt. Slightly nicer minerals here like lead, silver. One of these. Better things like gold, and I found a bunch more diamonds and lithium and a bunch more rubies as well. I basically went out grabbing a bunch of stuff to ensure that today we could build a whole lot of stuff. We've been finding a lot of blueprints, but we didn't have stuff to build them with, and now we do. So we can do a lot of building today. It's going to be pretty good. I've also got a little locker for all of our empty batteries that I cannot yet recharge, but someday maybe. I don't know if you can refill. I feel like you should be able to refill fire extinguishers. Someday maybe. We got some electronics, some backup just in case. Nothing. Some basic materials like fiber mesh and glass and all of that stuff. You can just keep fish in a locker and they're fine, it turns out. This is a thing I didn't know. I guess I've never owned fish. They're pretty chill with just being in a locker, though. They keep for a real long time. Until you cook them, then they spoil immediately. Gotta eat them fast. And this is just a locker that contains things that, I don't know what category, ion cubes or gel sacks, or these go in. I guess these are just sort of alien stuff, and gel sacks, I don't know. I haven't figured out where to get these. I need to get more of them, though, because that's going to be important for making certain stuff. This locker, by the way, contains just kind of equipment. When I'm not using it, spare batteries, the too many flares I've created, spare water and food. I went ahead and created ourselves a medkit fabricator because I figured that would be necessary. We've got our fabricator in here. We've also got a locker for just random miscellaneous stuff that I don't know where else to put. I should probably just throw this away, but it seems like a good decorative element someday when I have a room for it to go in. Also, our little modules that I've got no use for yet, but maybe today we'll find use for such things. Additionally, on top of all of that prep work, this is basically the totality of it. You've seen it now. All the stuff I kept busy with took a couple hours, so that was worth doing off camera, I think. It otherwise would have been 3 or 4 episodes of just wandering around, picking stuff up off the ground, which I enjoyed, but I don't know how fun that is to watch. Anyway, the other thing that I have done, which some of you might have noticed already, just looking at the UI screen here, is I did a quick skim around looking for mods for Subnautica. There is a rich modding scene for this game, which probably doesn't surprise you, and I did not want to do anything that was going to fundamentally change the play experience in any significant way, but I did add 2 quality of life mods that are just going to make life a little easier. One is, as you can see at the bottom of the screen, I installed a mod that allows you to increase the number of little quick equip slots down there. So we're now up from 5 to 8. Which seems like more than enough for anything that we might need. The other mod that I installed, and this is also just a really nice quality of life thing, is I made it to where you can, with any fabricator or crafting item like your habitat builder or whatever else, usually in order to build stuff with those, you have to have the items like the crafting materials in your inventory. To make life a little bit easier, I installed a mod that makes it to where so long as you have the materials in a storage, like in a locker or something nearby, then the fabricator will automatically just pull from that instead of having to pull from your inventory, which is just a nice quality of life thing that I kind of feel like the game should have had by default. It also conveniently makes it to where, like, okay, if we're looking in here, now I don't have any, let's say, I do not have any salt or coral tube samples in my character inventory, but I do have it in storage here, so I can go ahead and make some bleach. Now, I don't have any bleach, I don't think, in my inventory or even in my storage anywhere. However, if I wanted to, let's say, make some disinfected water, which requires bleach, even though I do not have any in storage anywhere, if I just click on this, the game will be like, okay, let me just make the bleach first and then the water, and we'll just go ahead and take away all the materials required to do both. Basically just makes the water right away, but also takes away the components required to have made the bleach as the prerequisite, which is just another nice time saver quality of life thing that requires it. Ultimately, I feel like that's going to save hours of me, like, shuffling around in menus going like, oh wait, I need some stuff in my inventory. Let me go in here and I get, okay, the bleach is in here and then the coral, oh shoot, I need the coral tubes. Okay, like just saving some time. Highly recommend those mods for nice little simple time savers. Anyway, you're caught up now. Into the water with us. The base is pretty much as we left it, as you've seen, except for this additional little tube that all the lockers go in now. We can make a lot more things now, though, and I feel like that's the best place for us to start. What do we make first? And where can we make everything? Because we got, like, our... Is this the place where you can build vehicles, or is it just adding to them? Like, upgrading them or whatever. Nope, okay. Vehicles. We have what we need to create a sea moth. Titanium ingot, power cell, 2 glass, a lubricant, and lead. Easy peasy.
The sea moth is a fast, safe mode of transport, but remember that swimming is good for your glutes and endorphin levels.
Mind your own business, PDA. Yes! Sea moth. How exciting. Access upgrades. Oh, just selecting the panel. I can access upgrades. Maybe I should grab some of those. I feel like I do have one that's for the sea moth. Hang on. And what were those upgrades we had here? We had one for... yeah, depth module. And that's for the Cyclops. We can't do that yet. That's fine. We got this, though. Oh, I'm excited. A proper vehicle. Here we go. Boom. Nice. Let's actually let me unequip that first because I am curious to see. Okay, so it says on the side of the screen now, crush depth is now 200 meters, but I equip this and it's 300. Cool. Very good. Well, let's take it for a spin.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thank you. Yeah. Cool. Very cool. Love this. This makes... like, this is going to make deep sea exploration a lot easier, not just because of, like, the depth we can travel to, but I assume, additionally, like, I could get out. Hey. It's my sea moth, leave it alone. Go away. If I was running out of oxygen, though, I could just hop back in, and yeah. Full air. Oh, that's convenient. Sorry. That's quite funny. Wait. If you hit a fish, does it knock it out? And you could just, like, then pick it up and collect it more easily. That'd be pretty funny. What if I run into more of like a predator fish that's being a pain in the butt? You. Come here. Not you. Come here. Haha! Don't really know if that hurt you. It seems to hurt me more. Maybe I should stop. Seems this thing could use repairs, which maybe means we need to create a place for that. I'm a little curious if this mobile vehicle bay thing can serve that purpose in any way. Probably not, but use. Now, it kind of seems like just a place to build stuff. I'm not going to build our launch platform. I feel like we've got plenty of other stuff to do first. No, I think it's time for us to build a garage. A water garage, I believe is the formal term for it. And we should have more than enough components for that, I think. Yeah, moon pool. Now, where is this gonna go? I feel like we might want to extend this further out a ways. Yeah, I feel like we do want to do that. Give ourselves more room for the actual base to exist. Yeah. In which case, we would want to do something like this. Hull strength is now 7. Like, I'll probably replace some of these with something a little better, but this seems like a decent enough setup here. Where's the doors on this? I think so. One downside with this building interface, it is a little hard to, like, see what the room is and how it might connect. Does it connect at all? I'm going to assume yes. Building. Yeah. Hull strength is now very low. Hang on. Air. And then I probably better build another of these to the side so there's room to get vehicles in there. This probably isn't the best place for it. It probably would be better for it to extend even further out, especially if we start getting vehicles that are larger in any way. But
after weeks without human contact, it is normal to experience psychological discomfort. Research indicates symptoms may be partly alleviated by adopting a pet or anthropomorphizing an inanimate object.
It's not a bad idea. Food for thought. Where is... Oh, first thing. There we go. Okay. I'm just gonna continue hitting the wrong button. Forever. There we go. And we lack something to put this here. Maybe something's in the way. Let's move this. Does the foundation work here now or no? Okay, that's fine. Now we can at least fit a vehicle in here. Let's do that. Yay. This rules. Love this. Pardon me? Sorry. It's kind of funny, though. And...
Welcome aboard, Captain.
yeah. Cool. Is that... I don't know if that's still supposed to be there, or if that's damage, or, how best to repair this thing? There was like a specific terminal we needed to build to do that, isn't there? I feel like there was. Let's see. Thermal plant, power... We could build one of those. No, wait, we don't have magnetite. Gotta figure out where to find the magnetite. Vehicle upgrade console might be what we're looking for. Where could that go? Huh. Wait. Oh. Oh, so it's like a wall thing. Okay. Interesting. Where do we want it to go? You know, here's fine. Nice. Seamoth docked and fully charged. Love it. Oh, we can change its name. We can change its color. Oh, that's cool. I guess we can just use our repair tool to repair the thing. Maybe the answer was much more straightforward than I was making it. Eh? Right? No? How repair?
All systems online.
How repair? Oh, okay. Feels weird you can't do that in the moon pool. But whatever. All better now. This is all very cool. Big fan. It's a very long tunnel. Well, eventually I'll have more stuff to do, to have in the middle. That is of some use. I'm not saying it's the perfect base. But you gotta admit, it's an improvement on the hamster tube. The original design, I mean, could use some food and water. And then I need to figure out what we're making next. It is really nice being able to, with this mod especially, have okay, I have my fish locker. So I can just, at any point, without even having to go open it, just okay, hungry. Make a food. Perfect. That is some quality of life right there. But yeah, what are we making next? Oh, yes, I remember. Our modification station. Not even sure where I should put that. I guess it's gonna live in the Moonwell for now. Maybe we'll just put it in this back corner or something. Let's see. Where was that? You. Okay, and you're not even too absurdly large or anything. Wrong button, as is tradition. But then... yeah! Probably better to have this closer to Fabricator and everything else, but this is fine for now, until I have a proper room for things to be put in. Let's go ahead and make our thermoblade. Yeah, that did replace our knife, right? I didn't just make a second identical knife. Okay, good. Beautiful. Let's see. High capacity O2 tank required. Yeah. Allows for enhanced maneuverability. Doesn't seem to, like, increase the size of the tank necessarily. Ingredients unknown for the depth module Mark II. If I can find magnetite, I can make this, though, and that's great. Yeah, if I can just find magnetite, man. We can take this thing so deep. Okay, maybe I just need to unequip these things that I currently have. Like the suit and tank, and, well, not the suit necessarily, but the tank and fins. Then, lightweight, high-capacity tank. Yes. Gimme. Very good. 90 seconds of oxygen, lighter build allows for enhanced maneuverability. I'll take your word for it. Speaking of maneuverability, Ultra Glide fins enhance the swim speed considerably. Love that. Yes. Beautiful. All right. Okay. Well, we've upgraded ourselves in some significant feeling ways. Any other things that we should build before we start going and wandering around? Don't have what I need to make a grow bed, although that seems like a promising thing. I could make an aquarium. I might even have room, potentially. Maybe. I do, sort of. Okay. Like, sort of. Not really, but sort of. Maybe we'll save this one for a bit later. We could build a radio in here. Actually, I might have done that already. I might have put that in the scanner room. I wanted it to be somewhere where it wasn't going to be beeping at me all the time while I was off camera doing prep work. Water filtration machine, yes. I need aerogel for that. And I can only make one because I think that requires... like, making aerogel requires the gel sacks, which I've only got one of and don't know where else to even look for more of those. And to me, that means it's time to go wandering. We've got a new vehicle. We can get more places. So let me make a snack. Make sure we're all equipped and prepped to go. I think we just about are. Hang on, I'll get my inventory sorted and then we'll hit the road. The water road, I mean. Okay. I think we're ready for an excursion. And I feel like the place I want to go is the place we weren't really able to explore very much before, but now I think we can. The Degassi habitat. It was deep down there and also radioactive. Ow.
All systems online.
But I think now we should not have an issue exploring there. Okay. So we need to find that crevasse. And to begin our dive. Where was it? Here you are, yes. Exciting. And before we even go that deep, actually, one thing that I kind of started realizing, and I should have realized it a lot sooner, as I was gathering stuff, is that there's lots of objects and items and grasses and plants and all kinds of stuff out in the world that you cannot, like, just grab and collect, but you can hit them with your knife to collect, like, seeds or other random components. And it might be that there's more materials that I could be getting and making use of than I realized. Did we even scan stuff like this? No, we didn't. Jelly shroom. Predators, none identified. Okay, but if I hit it, then I get a spore. This somewhat large object is a seed, I think. It's what, like, seeds for other plants look like. So eventually I could probably, like, create and plant some of these. Don't really know why I would, but could yield something. Our knife sizzles now. What a sizzly knife. Furled papyrus. I don't know if there's, like, benefit to scanning all of these indigenous life forms, but it does seem like we got the scanner. Doesn't hurt anything. And it could be useful later. Potentially. Okay. Don't gotta swim all the way up for air anymore. It's so nice. Very exciting. Okay. Yes. And I can operate at this depth as long as I want. Let's have a little look around. Because, like, all right, we got the kind of ruins of the habitat here, and then we can explore in here a good bit more, I believe. We've got some more kinds of sea life. Oh, that live in the little, mushroom things. Those things are pretty bitey, I bet. Does this go deeper? No, although there's like a ore of some kind. Cool, man. Lots of ore. We found a new biome out here, effectively. Okay, well. It's also this. What? What do you want? Chomp. Oh yeah, you're bitey for sure. Hey. Leave my ship alone. I just built this. Go away. Ow. Don't make me add torpedoes or whatever to this thing. I'll do it. As soon as I figure out how. Then you'll be sorry. All right, let's park. Are you gonna leave me alone? Okay. Let's try parking over here for the moment. Because I think they're gonna leave me alone. So long as I keep a distance. Okay. Oh, we are swimming faster. Stasis rifle fragment. Nice.
New blueprint acquired.
Are you swimming over here? Oh, here's a multi-purpose room. I could just scan the whole thing. That makes sense. Teach me how to make rooms. Thank goodness.
New blueprint acquired.
We can have a room. A large room, even. This shouldn't be the most exciting thing that's happened today, and yet... Spotlights? Yes, please. This wreck is a gold mine. Observatory. Large room, glass dome. Goodness, that's a great way to spring a leak.
New blueprint acquired.
I can speak from experience on this matter.
New blueprint acquired.
This place rules. I'm learning so much. Go away. I'm learning. I already know how to do this, but I'll take it. Let's get some air. Ah. I can do so much more now. It's thrilling. Go away. You see how much I'm learning right now? Go away. Bother all these other fish, not me. Knife fish is having none of your nonsense. I wonder. Okay, maybe not. We did find a opening to get in here before. I'm confident we can do so again. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. I think it's across there, the other way. Hello. Yes.
Integrating new PDA.
Son, there is always a pecking order. And in our world, money makes a hierarchy. I pay Maida a fraction of what I pay you, and you a fraction of what I pay me.
If money makes the hierarchy, why is Marguerite making the decisions?
We need her. We let her think what she likes, so long as she does what she's told.
What if she doesn't?
For enough money, she will. People always do.
So I may need to refresh by reading some logs here, but I feel like... Excuse me. I feel like this is the habitat of the folks who were here that we were meant to come try to retrieve or rescue as like kind of a side objective in passing. Like while we were like on our way to go do other stuff.
Signal location uploaded.
Ooh, yes.
Integrating new PDA.
You know what Maida told me today? She wants to build a habitat 500 meters below sea level.
Ooh.
More than 1 kilometer northeast of here. And she needs Bart and I to do it. She's got it into her head that she can save us if she just acts recklessly enough. But I've hauled Star Wars to Neptune, Plasteel to the Federation. This family operates 9 different mining colonies across the Ariadne Arm. Maida thinks she's better suited to lead. Her contract still says otherwise. But I just cannot damn well tell whether it's the stupidest idea I ever heard, or my only hope. I turned 80 years old last week. I thought I had another 80 in me, but marooned on this planet, there's no swapping out of my liver when the old one fails. Here, I'm mortal. And Maida is useful. So, it's my responsibility to make a decision. Return to the island and hope whatever knocked the Dagazi out of the sky won't do the same to the rescue ship. Or take us deeper in search of answers. And all the while be hoping old age gets me before the sea monsters do. I'll give Maida just one thing. She was right about these caves. There's enough lithium there to fabricate 100 tons of plasteel. Enough for a damn fleet of Cyclops submarines. There was nothing anyone could have done to avoid crashing here. But I was right to order the detour. If we get off this planet, they'll be talking about the Torgal share price on the other side of the Federation.
I'm learning and also running out of air. Let's,
30 seconds.
I know I'm doing it. There. Let's get in here and quickly press further in. Carefully. Carefully. Okay. Not seeing anything that way. Careful. I imagine these things hurt. I don't know for sure if they do. I just don't want to find out. Careful. Careful. Come on. Data box. Ultra high capacity tank.
New blueprint acquired.
Yeah. Wall planter. Ooh. Yes, please. Awesome. And good. What else?
New blueprint acquired.
Okay. Dead end here. There is sort of a second floor up there. Where was the ladder? Here we go. Air again, just to be safe. Okay. And up. Anything up here for us? Yes.
Something incredible just happened. Since we're down here, I had this plan to build equipment and study the life forms we were encountering, but I didn't have enough enameled glass. So, I started looking for a natural substrate that would strengthen the glass we have, and those stalker teeth we've been finding fit the bill. Only, well, we needed more. That's when Marguerite got interested. She actually listened to me, more than I can say for father, and I worked up the courage to talk about my more tentative theories. When I told her they were attracted to metal deposits, that their teeth get dislodged when they pick them up, her eyes narrowed and she dashed out of the room. 3 hours later, she came back, her pack loaded down with stalker teeth. I asked her about it, and she shrugged and said my theories were good. Said she had the meeting out of the palm of her hand. I think she meant it literally. She is incredible. She went out to the kelp forest armed with just a heat blade and went fin to fin with a pack of stalkers. On the one hand, that is the coolest thing I have ever heard. On the other, I hope the stalkers didn't come off worse than Marguerite did. She had a huge gash on her forearm. I don't think things went as smoothly as she made out. And what's the point in surviving here if we have to kill everything that makes it so wonderful? I wish I knew more about these animals, but Father won't let me leave the habitat. Maybe with all this glass, we could build a containment unit and get up close to them.
That'd be nice. I think we might have found everything in here, though. Or at least we have found a whole lot. And now we have some projects for ourselves. Okay. Careful. All right. Alrighty. Well, that's the habitat. Anything to be gleaned from this over here, I wonder? There's something here. Supply crate? Sure. Nothing new, though, I don't think. Okay. We might be set here for the moment, although this does go further. It does indeed. I don't see anything to scan here. Sorry. Whew. Toasty down here. Getting a little lost, probably, but that's fine. There's so much down here. Like a lot. Ooh. There's a readable, if nothing else.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Ooh. Environment log. User Paul Torgel requested cross-referencing of local environment scans with ideal habitat construction conditions, displaying results. Large subterranean cavern with multiple entrances. Conditions support a unique microcosm of predatory lifeforms. Minor structural instability in cave walls. Extensive resource deposits. Average environment safety rating, C. Optimal habitat site safety rating, B. Site 7 has been selected as the optimal habitat construction site for the following reasons. Close proximity to one of the cave entrances in case of emergency. Medium distance from predatory organisms. Stable foundations on which to build. Ready access to materials. A signal tracking the site has been created. Ooh. So we have a new one. We can go ahead and mark that red. We've seen here, but we've got a new one. Oh, 2 different proposed Degassi habitats. One of which is way deeper than we can go. But we can go to this other one, and also this Life Pod 12 that we couldn't reach before. We've got what we need. Exciting.
Integrating new PDA data.
Maybe that's a good thing to consider doing rather than just kind of random wandering, although... What is this stuff? Magnetite. This is stuff we need. Yes. We can make more things now. Sure. We're advancing so quickly. Feels like... Why are you green? Hey. Oh. You're a new kind of thing. I thought you were a peeper, but you're not. An extreme evolutionary adaptation where 90% of the lifeform's body mass is dedicated to the ocular cavity. Edible, but low calorie count. That is quite a fish. This is also cool. Sorry. It's hard to steer around all of you fish. There's a lot of you. I think we found an exit. Ouch. Yeah. Where are we? All right, a little ways from home, but not that far. Love having a vehicle. This is huge. I guess not the vehicle necessarily, but having one, super nice. Big improvement. Let's get this thing home and park. Here we go. So cool.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yeah. It's so cool. What a cool game. Still feels weird that I can't do repairs from here. Feels like that should work. Oh, wait. Is it working? Okay, it is working. It's weird. I guess it just wasn't close enough or something. I don't know. Whatever. It's better now. Well, anyway, thank you all very much for watching. We found some cool new stuff and have new things we can build. I need to think for a second about where I want to build them and how. So I'll do that. And then I'll see you tomorrow when we maybe build some things or go new places. Take care, all of you. Goodbye.